Hey guys, good morning. It's very early here. It's Jim from JAGfx. It's very early Tuesday morning, 20th of December 2016. Just past midnight actually, so late Monday night or early Tuesday morning. Just a weekly sort of recap and go over a few charts, what we're trading. Let's have a look. First up, just an announcement. I have a new book. I'm just going to find the screenshot of it. Here it is right here. Trading Forex with Divergence, an MT4. You probably figured something like that might be coming out. I've been talking about divergence a lot lately. Good news is it'll be on a free promo for 24 hours or so coming up soon. So I'll let everyone know that's on my mailing list or in the Facebook group or etc. that when it's available for free, bargain of the century. Anywho, new book. Let's get the charts. First up, there's a bit of news this week, which is surprising considering the week it is. Been a lot happening the last couple of weeks. Today, the Aussie took a bit of a dive. Looks like there's some, their budget deficit is a bit worse than they thought it was. So that's the Aussie's taken a dive. Even the New Zealand dollar's taken a bit of a dive today too. Tomorrow is probably a big one, or now, later today, the Bank of Japan have their interest rate or their policy rate announcement, which is already negative and they don't expect it to change. But, with the, as I always say, the speeches with the talking heads and that could decide whether the market moves, especially these Japanese pairs, yen pairs. I've got crude oil inventories, core retail sales out of Canada. There's a fair bit happening this week. USD, United States got unemployment claims. So yeah, just be on your toes all week, especially tomorrow with the Japanese interest rate decision. So let's get to the charts. Alright, let's start as we normally do, the Aussie Canadian. Nothing much happening here. Still heading down nicely. As I said, the Aussie sort of took a bit of a dive today, but it's forming a nice trend line across there, so it's good. We'll keep an eye on that for future. There's divergence. Nothing at the moment though. Aussie Swiss franc. Yeah, look, there was a sell trade there, but this thing's in a steady uptrend, so I wasn't going to take the sell trade. The MACD's pretty ugly, so it's already through the zero level. Nothing happening there. Aussie New Zealand. It's sort of got this divergence happening. There is a buy sort of signal there that I could have taken with the divergence, but just doesn't look right at all. You got this trend line coming down here. If you had a decent break to that top side of that trend line, and with the MA sort of slowly meandering down, I think I'll just pass on that one for now. Aussie USD, we're in a sell trade here, which is good. Broke this low, took half my position off the table already. My stop's now at break even. There's a good, nice double top here, so we've got a divergence again. So yeah, it's not a bad trade. We're doing it right here, and we're up a few pips there, so that's good. Canadian Swiss franc took a sell here, broke that trend line, that purple trend line. There is divergence again. I guess you can say it's a double top, regular bearish divergence in a sell, going all right at the moment. MAs are a bit flat and ugly, so I'm happy to trade both ways on this pair. It's not that big a mover really. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, it's been heading up nicely on this purple trend line. I guess you could say we've got big divergence there spread on the red lines. The MAs are turning up like a lot of the yen pairs. We've got this crossover, change of trend, I guess. But like any trend, generally there's always pullbacks. So still a blue dot here, blue dot there, so it's not looking that good, but we'll keep an eye on it. Euro, Swiss franc. I wasn't trading this, but I got out. I wish I hadn't. I was in a sell too. It would have been alright. It's down at this low here. Oh well. It's down near the MACD. The MACD's down near the zero level, I should say. It's in a downtrend. Yeah, probably an opportunity missed there. Euro USD. I'm in a sell trade here. The MACD got to the zero level. Hence, I moved my stop to around the break even or point of entry. Look, it's still a sell. There's no problems there. The MAs are starting to point down. it broke this level here, which was a good. I'll just show you. I'll swing out to a weekly chart and just have a look around. Basically, where my point of entry is. See the support here. Basically, support here. So it's a fairly strong level. This, and it seems to have broken down through it. Hopefully, it'll hold down through there. Be nice to see it drop away a bit. New Zealand, Canada. I stopped out of this a couple of days ago. I'm about my third attempt at it. Nice trend line forming here. Not sure what happened to the New Zealand dollar. It just sort of fell off a cliff today and yesterday. So we're just waiting now, waiting to see what happens, how it develops. Which takes us to the New Zealand dollar. Nice sell trade here. Already taken half off the table and stop at break even. So all good, nice trade. I'll just go back to the MAs are really tightening up too on this New Zealand, so might be heading down. The United States Canadian dollar. I was a bit worried about this one, but it seems to have recovered again and heading back up. We're in a buy trade. Yeah, there's divergence there, obvious divergence. Price came down to the 240 LMA, so it sort of bounced off that. Even though the MAs are flat, still technically an uptrend, so looking good on this trade thus far. United States, Swiss franc, nothing happening here. This just sort of it's all out of whack. All the MACD platinum's just not, doesn't seem to be doing the same as what should be doing, but there's divergence forming there, so we'll just keep an eye on it. There might be an opportunity to get in a sell on that trade. United States, Japanese yen, US JPY, an old favourite. Look, looks like the yen pairs are starting to roll over. I haven't got a red dot on the QMP here as yet, and again there's divergence, but no red dot on the MACD platinum either. I might have another go at it if it presents, the sell setup presents. Owes me some pips. Aussie Japanese yen. I'm in a sell trade here. Broke the trend line, as you can see, the purple trend line, like a lot of these pairs are. We've got divergence, like a lot of these pairs have. Heading down. I'll be targeting around the first MAs. That'd be great. It's a fair drop at the moment. It's looking good, and hopefully it'll keep on falling. Canadian Japanese yen. Now look at this. It's been a great uptrend. Beautiful trend line. Now we've got this break, and we're probably waiting on the red QMP by looks. It's got divergence there. I haven't even drawn it in, but across the MACD's been falling away for a while, and this thing's been screaming up for a while. So yeah, there's a big divergence there. Might present tomorrow morning, but I may be loaded up on a lot of yen pairs already, so I might just hold off on one or two of them. Euro AUD, now here's one trade I'm glad I did get out of. Look, it's had a buy, I guess you could say. The MACD Platinum, you could probably do a couple of, a trend line across the bottom there too. It's a real channel just on the MACD Platinum. And if it could probably, if it broke out of that, you could probably trade either side of that. It's a sideways market, that's for sure. Look at up and down, up and down. But I didn't take it, going into the MAs again. Yeah, needs to break out one way or the other. Euro Canadian. We're in a downtrend here, and looks like we're getting divergence formed. Blue QMP. I might consider taking a buy here. Another one by looks. Breaks that trend line, that purple trend line. Even though we're going against the MAs, good divergence there. So yeah, if the red dot presents, I'll have a look tomorrow. Euro, Great British Pound. This is a trade that's going sideways also. I'm in a buy. Again, divergence was a trend line break. And as I always say, see how price rolls down the, rolls down the trend line once I enter it. Then eventually it'll find momentum, start heading up. Had a bit of a blast up today, which is good, getting me closer to the point of entry. MA is getting a bit tight and that, so we'll just sit tight in this one, wait and see what happens. Not concerned yet. I might move the stop up, that's all. We'll see how we go. What else we got here? Euro, Japanese yen. Yeah, now to sell on this one. I don't think I've called that in the Facebook group yet, but it was a sell stop order was filled, so the price was nominated earlier. So we're in this trade, sell trade. Again, divergence, which I haven't drawn on the chart. Break of this trend line, heading down. Hopefully it'll keep on going down. Euro NZ, a bit like the Euro Aussie, except more of a decline. It's just a tough one I trade at the moment. So nothing doing there at the moment. Pound Aussie. Yeah, in a sell on this one, not looking good at all. Got this blue dot on both the MACD Platinum and the QMP. If that blue dot had it been below the zero level, I would have taken the buy on that and sort of hedged a bit. But at the moment, it looks like it's heading up towards the stop, so it might not last too much longer on that trade. Pound Canadian in nothing on this trade. It's going a bit sideways, just hanging off. Probably won't do anything on this pair until after Christmas now. Pound Japanese yen. This one was also a sell stop order filled, same as the Euro yen. Again, we've got divergence, the red lines, purple trend lines broken nicely. Order was filled down here, so it's a fair substantial drop, that candle. Hopefully it'll keep on heading down. Still got this red QMP dot, so all looking good. Just need it to keep on going. Pound Swiss franc. All right, it looks like it's getting a bit ugly, this pair, and again we had the break here, and price again hugged that trend line to the upside before coming back down to my point of entry. It's amazing how many times that happens. You could probably just ignore the trade and let it go up here until it breaks away from there, but yeah, who knows when that's actually going to happen. So we're in a sell here with a few pips in profit by looks. I might move my stop down a bit lower just to reduce the risk there. The MACD is getting near the zero level too, so I've got to keep an eye on that. Pound New Zealand, it's a bit like the pound Aussie, going the wrong way. I'm in a sell trade. I thought about taking this buy trade, but the QMP dot was this morning, and it was a fairly big candle, so I just was holding off because it's hit the 100 MA. I just want to see if it's going to bounce off that, and it had for a little while. Hopefully it won't go much higher and just roll over there. Who knows? Causing me a bit of grief, some of these pound pairs sometimes. Pound USD, we're in a buy from a couple of days back. It started to go against me, now it's dropped back down again. I just got to be careful. There is divergence there, there's good divergence, broke this trend line nicely. So it's a good looking setup. MAs are on the right order, so I'll give this one a bit of room to move, even though if it drops through the zero level, I might just bring my stop down maybe to this highs here or somewhere in this area. I want to give it a bit of room, that's all. And New Zealand Japanese yen, and we're in a trade, can't even speak, a sell trade here, which is looking good on these two big black candles. Hopefully it'll be about 5 of those big black candles, that'd be great. We're against the MA, so I've got to keep an eye on it. Look at that, there's divergence, break that trend line. It's a very familiar pattern. MACD's heading down to zero level quick, so yeah, it's all good. So that's about it for now, guys. That's a pretty quick, sharp session. As I said, fair bit of news, especially later today, out of Japan. Just be careful there if you're trading the yen pairs, which I'm in. And also, if anyone's got any questions or just wishes to discuss Forex, either in the Facebook group or via email, I'm happy with either. And thanks again for being a part of the group, and whether it be the Facebook group or the YouTube channel. And just keep an eye out for this new book and the promotion where you get it for the bargain price of $0. It'll only be available for about 24 hours, but I'll send out a list to everyone on my mailing list, and I'll also give you a heads up in the Facebook group. So that's it for now, guys. Enjoy the week, stay safe, and talk soon. Bye.